Hi guys, Athena's here, and this is your weekly medicine card reading for the week of April 4th through the 11th. Time is quickening. It's going by fast. I mean, if you haven't noticed, we're in Aries season as well, so Mars, action, quick. Let's see what messages that we have for this week. This is a collective reading. If you would like a private reading, you can contact me through athenasbody.com. A reading that's more tailored to you, what you might be personally going through. This is a good one, though, to reference like what we're all going through. So, wow, they keep wanting to jump out. Let's just get to it. Okay, the porcupine, our innocence, our playfulness, our purity, everything that's good about us, everything that's patient about us. Porcupine, those spines come up if they feel threatened. If not, they're just really playful, decent, and underneath is soft and no problem. Those spines come up though. If they're being taken advantage of or there's an attack on them, here comes the porcupine. But that kind of curiosity, that kind of Gemini energy, let's take a look at what's available to us. That was in our past. Our present is antelope. Action. This came up last week. Like I tell you, they come up and then all of a sudden they move to past places, present places, antelope. Action. Deer, gentleness. All right, so we'll take these three first. So the porcupine already, the curiosity, the innocence, I want to play the game. I'm in. I want to see what's going to happen. Is there greatness waiting for me? I'd like to be a part of it. No one's going to hurt me. I mean, those spines only come up if we are attacked. Right? Not attacked. The porcupine, those spines are down. And beautiful little animal. Kind of fun to watch, actually, if you get to watch a porcupine. They're just kind of doing their business. Very sweet. They feel threatened, those spines come up. And, ooh, I would not be wanting to be around that if you've overstepped boundaries. Porcupine is definitely going to put those spines up. If not, it's innocence, it's playfulness, it's joyful. Just, life is okay. Go with the flow. It's going to be all right. That's in our past. Our present is antelope, the action. I explained this in my last video that the antelope gives of itself if you're willing to take action. If you're willing to have the courage to do the thing, are you willing to do something that may be uncomfortable? And the story of the antelope, of course, is give of its body for you to eat through the winter. If that resonates with you, it's like, wow, it's a bit of a sacrifice, that this animal is giving you to move on, to move forward, to take the action, to do the thing that you need to do, to move, out of this realm. Do you have, the fortitude? Do you have the courage to take the action? Our future is deer, gentleness. This came up before, too. Treat yourself right. But the other thing with gentleness is to treat other people right. We're coming out of such a narcissistic, you could look at the past decade. It's been nothing but me, 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 dog eat dog, me first, hustle, 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 and no gentleness, none. This is asking us to be gentle, not only with yourself, And if you get yourself squared away because you took the action, you were curious enough to go into those new spaces too, like all the possibilities that are there for you, and to be gentle about that. This is not a time to move forward with aggressiveness. However, I think that people were kind of trained, and all it takes is 7 to 10 years to train people to be aggressive, me first kind of attitudes. And we're not going to be able to work together very well if we can't be gentle and say, well, maybe I just am gentle with this person. They're straightforward. They're part of my group, and see that these people are part of your future, and to be gentle with them. Boy, we could all use some gentleness at this point. The lessons that we're going through right now, hummingbird, oh, joy. Check out, this summer I have a whole box on hummingbird. Complete joy. The lessons of our past, the ant, the patience. We were already patient with people. We were patient with the group. We were patient with the collective. Can you wake up? Can you see things? Can you be curious? Can you go into these new spaces with me? Can you? I don't know. We were patient. It's in our past. We already learned this lesson. We're done being patient with others. They're either willing to do this and take action with us, and we can be gentle and come back to our balance of these great beings that we are, that are compassionate or not. Okay? Hummingbird, joy. Oh my God, springtime, summertime. Look at the joy in your life. Where are you missing out? Have you closed your heart center? This is a heart-centered card. Do we have room for others? Are we being gentle with others? This is hard to hear. We've become calloused. Hopefully you learned about porcupine. To be innocent, sweet. Don't lose your sweetness. Take the actions that you need to, of course. Get your foundation in order so you can be gentle. If you're going to take a place of leadership, if you're going to be on the high side of things, you're going to be able to be gentle with people and give love. Use your heart center. We need to start activating that. We pulled in, we looked at our lower chakras, my survival, my this, my that. What does this mean for me? And now, joy. Moving into good weather in the northern hemisphere. This is the time that we just enjoy each other. Maybe even hook up with a partner. This would be lovely. A lot of us are like, wow, could I hook up with a group or a partnership? I'd like to open my heart up again. Been keeping it, with the spines around it, with the protection around it. I mean, do I get to open up? Do I get to be full of love? Did I take the actions that I needed to, where I feel secure? I can open up again to groups of people, to a lover, a partnership, new friendships, new beginnings. And we're going to be gentle. If you don't come in gentle, you're going to have a hard time getting these new partnerships. We've all been hurt in the past. That porcupine had his spines up for sure. Now it's time to be gentle. What's working for us? The grouse. What's working against us? The snake came up again. Okay. What's working for us is the grouse, the sacred spiral, the way you move, the way you express. Are you expressing love? Are you being an expression of an open heart? This is how we move forward. as a collective, as a human being, right? Are we being full of love? I like this card in particular. This reminds me of summer barbecues, getting together, sharing love, and how you express. Sacred spiral, the Sufis come to mind, how they spin, how they do these exercises where you kind of take yourself into another realm of being. And they do this with their body. How do you express? Do you come across as gentle? Do you come across as love? How is your physical being? Are you graceful? Do you show yourself, your expression physically in a way that's conducive to this? This is going to be important. A lot of us with the mask, with the being covered up, and don't tell me that when you wear that mask, you have another set of armor that you put on. You don't want to be yelled at. You don't want the rules in your face, you know. So are you expressing physically that you're graceful? Here I come, full of love, ready to start the new, ready to do things, move into summer in our North American hemisphere, ready to have a good time, ready to connect with other people. Keep your innocence and curiosity. Do the action. We're going to have to start creating groups. And I think part of that action is not just, am I okay? Are my finances okay? That's all good. If you did the action, you're fine. Now it's time to reach out. Be of love. Be gentle. Figure out who your group is and then express. Physically, gentle, graceful. Are you beautiful? Do you make yourself lovely for the day? How do you put yourself out there for the day? Are you in your PJs on a Zoom call? Or do you come out like expressing like, I'm love, I'm lovely, I'm ready to do this. Who's on board with me? Already been patient with the collective. I think we already know who's on board with me and who's not. I have to let down my defenses. Becomes such a heavy burden. I just want to be innocent. I want to go back to the fun. I want to go back to the joy. And we're learning that now. The joy of hummingbird. The thing that's working against us is snake. We're having a hard time changing our perception of things, our perspective on things. Old groups that don't fit our needs anymore. They're not of love. They're not curious. They're going to be left behind. We have a hard time, like, just admitting that people are going to be left behind. You have to shed this skin. This is old skin. These are old people that you knew. They didn't serve you. Or maybe they did for a temporary time. They don't serve you anymore. We have to let go of this. We have to continue on. Be curious. Take the actions. Be gentle. Express yourself with love. I love this. Physical expressions of love. Mating. Beautiful. I mean, put yourself together. Get on out there. All those great concerts and things that are going to be happening, you can do this. Problem is, we're having trouble changing our perspective. We still grieve our old life. We still want it to be the old way. Maybe you were really great at the old way and it's just not there for you anymore. Having a hard time shedding the old negative stuff off. I think we can continue to work on this, and I think we're going to get it, because these are really positive cards. Innocence, love, take action on that. Set yourself up to where you're good, and now you can express. You can express being loving. You can express being together physically. I think of this as dancing, concerts, beautiful, like you dress nice, put on good perfume. As simple as that. Keeping it simple too. Keeping it innocent. Remember when you just used to get dressed and go out and it felt so nice? It was so innocent. I mean, just like, oh, I hope something neat happens tonight. Put on my best cologne. I think we're being asked to go back to that. We gave it up. We felt like we were in a battle. It was complete war. And it still is. If you can't unload the past stuff, unload the past stuff. It's gone. It's done. It's done. Do you have the strength to do that and take the actions this way? This is such a beautiful, positive reading. I don't even know how to say enough of that. The weather in your area is probably nice. It is time to listen to music outside. It's time to maybe gather, express yourself physically. You know, like, I have a suntan. I'm feeling good. I want to express myself. I want to dance. I want to be part of something that's love, community. My heart center is open. I took those actions. I was innocent. I kept my innocence. I kept my childlike wisdom that way. I'm gentle. I'm going to be gentle with myself and others. I was already patient with everybody. You either came with me or you didn't. It's done. It's done now. Okay? You figured out who's with you, who's not, who can have it, who cannot. And energetically, people can either have it or they can't, because you're already taking the action. You're already moving on. Okay? No time to waste. It's a beautiful time. Express yourself. Love. Physicality. The grouse is a very physical card. You know, it's how you express yourself when you're in your best outfit and you've done your hair and you look great and you're willing to just take the sacred spiral. You're willing to just spin a little bit. Be innocent. Remember when we all felt that way? Before we were burdened with such nonsense? And we need to work through that. Shed it. Get rid of it. It was a way we used to live. We don't live that way anymore. Find the new way. Find the new way. Get rid of this. It's still coming to haunt us. And, you know, like we're not working through it. I think we can. This is a beautiful reading for spring. Oh my God. Love. Concerts. A little bit of cologne. Having a good time. Being able to be gentle with new groups. We took those actions. We're doing that right now. Kept our innocence. Get rid of the past. This wasn't serving you. Shed that skin. We were already patient. Whoever could figure it out, they figured it out. If they couldn't, they couldn't. They're done. They're done. Leave them behind. Leave them behind. Okay? They're holding you back from beautiful existence, heart center. Open your heart. Find your tribe. Be able to be gentle. Be able to be yourself. I love the grouse. Grouse is on myself. I physically move through the world the way that I am. Do you love me? I'm good this way, you know? So, I don't know. Beautiful little reading here. Nothing too intense. And if it is intense for you, you're not getting rid of this. Get rid of this. Join us. Get into this. I love you. I will see you next week. Write to me. Let me know how this resonated with you. I will talk to you. I'll see you in a week.